All right, fantastic. All right, yeah. Hi, I'm Till. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Peaq, and with Peaq, we're building the blockchain platform for the Industry 4.0. We are Berlin-based, and compared to all the compared to a lot of other blockchain companies, we're not focusing on tokens. So we're focusing fully on the enterprise effect of blockchain technology. Therefore, we totally rethought blockchain as a whole and developed a totally new database, decentralized database infrastructure, which we just call the DACH chain, which we're also, which is also patent, trademarked, and just fully GDPR compliant and fully predictable. So there are no volatile tokens involved, no ups and downs in prices, fully predictable for enterprises. We also made it possible that smart contracts can be executed and programmed in whatever language. And we are outperforming our competitors, which we see mainly in IPM Hyperledger by around 7 times in the speed of execution. So we are executing with 20,000 transactions a second, while they are executing with around 3,500 transactions a second. We're also fully quantum computing resistant because we're using very specific quantum computing algorithm. And what does it mean? Like today, we are having this deep tech protocol and have 3 main use cases. So one is with a large German car manufacturer, which is currently implementing our protocol in 10,000 of their cars. Actually, they requested even to implement it into even more cars, and solving the problem which a lot of car manufacturers have today with their electric vehicles. So we make it possible that their electric vehicles can charge at any charging station, no matter what charging provider and no matter where it is, being instantly authenticated, being instantly verified, and it allows also to have instant payments and cutting out more than up to 30 processes which are happening in today's infrastructures. It's also been implemented with the leading company of the LoRa Alliance, of the IoT Alliance, setting the IoT standard where it's validating and authenticating the sensor transactions in IoT networks. And it's also been implemented by one of the big 4. It's not the one that is involved, or it's not the one that caused the Wirecard scandal so far, I can say. And therefore it's being used for validating the access rights in their compliance as a service systems. How do we earn money? So on every time a car is charging, there are 9 transactions happening in the background, and we earn money on every single transaction which is happening whenever a car is being charged. In the IoT case, just to give you a little bit more of an example, we are earning on every sensor transactions right now. There are 1,800 companies using these using the IoT networks of the company we are working with, which is a Southern European telco provider. I'm also very happy to give the company names on request. And we are currently trying to also stack up our resources, so we can implement it even into more cars as it is being requested right now. This is the team. We are a team from from all around Europe. So Pavel is from me. I'm from Germany. Pavel from Ukraine. Julia from Germany, and Max from Malta. Also have Leonard on board, and we have Michael Ganser on board, who is also who is also involved in our daily operations as the former Cisco Senior Vice President of Central Europe and the former CEO of Cisco Germany. We have a few more people who are supporting us, and this is a little bit about what they say. So we also have Michael Jackson on board, who's the previous Skype CEO who sold the company to Microsoft. And we also have Michael, who's saying the following about us: with its groundbreaking technology, Peaq has the potential to evolve into one of the top European technology platforms. They have the potential to be one of the most compelling German growth stories in the next decade. This is where we are today. So we, like when I was speaking about the use cases I just mentioned, It takes us around 5 to 6 months to deploy these blockchain platforms with these companies, which is a long time. So we're trying to reduce that, and we'll be actually able to do that once we're developing our Peaq blockchain console, which you can kind of compare to an AWS, like Amazon Web Services, so companies can deploy these platforms and infrastructures themselves, or system integrators can actually do it. We can obviously also do that, and it helps to decrease our current adoption deployment time up to 200 times. So much about us, so much about me. Feel free to reach out to me, or I'm also free for any kind of question.
Thanks, too. Questions?
Can you probably tell a little bit more why these automotive companies need your blockchain?
Yes, so right now there's a very, I cannot go too much into detail. It's a little bit like, still confidential. But right now there's a very fragmented EV, electric vehicle and charging infrastructure. So a lot of charging operators, a lot of energy providers. Now even the German government, as an example, enforced to have the energy providers competing at the charging stations, which makes it even much more fragmented and complicated, complex. And we are basically, so let's say you are driving the car of whatever EV company today, you cannot necessarily charge at any charging station at any time. Really depending on where you are part of, which basically app you use, or which like providers, company the car manufacturer supports. And we basically make it possible that no matter what charging station, even like private charging stations in garage, be able to charge the car, being instantly verified, authenticated, and paid within seconds, and cutting out multiple steps, and decrease also, for example, the authentication time from 30 seconds to half a second.
If I can ask a follow-up question to that, is this a problem where the customer had identified that they wanted a blockchain-based solution and you were competing potentially with other blockchain providers of software solutions? Or was this a case where non-blockchain solutions were being considered? And finally, how did you get involved in a relative startup, get an RFP into what sounds like a very established company?
So they were specifically looking for a blockchain solution. It doesn't, I mean, there are a lot of solutions where I would say it also works with a centralized database. You don't even need blockchain, but they have been identifying this in their EV departments over the last 3 years, and came to the conclusion they need a decentralized architecture to solve the problem. And then we were competing with other large brands. One of them I just mentioned before, but it didn't pass their technical requirements, and that's why they picked us.
Thank you.